this one. That's actually a tigerfish.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the live.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
I'm over here with my friend Fajai. He started a diet, so he's gonna be a little bit skinny. It's gonna be hard to see him, but he'll definitely answer your questions that you have today. But I think we should start this live talking about what just happened. What do you think, John?
Yeah, I agree. It was honestly pretty crazy.
So we were doing a video and walking around and taking care of the shop and doing things like that. But I walked by the arowana tank. We have a bunch of little baby arowanas that came from Colombia. And we medicate all of them. And one of them had a bump on the back. And like just talking about making my hair go up. So I thought it was like, I don't know, a tumor or something. So I figured, might as well just cut it and see what's in there. And I wish I was recording because when I cut it, worms came out from this little ball that was in the back of the arowana, which was insane. It was all red, not really blood. It was just a bunch of worms. And I actually got them right here. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. Which camera you want to go to, John?
Go to this one. Let me see if I can just lower this. You ready to hold it up a little bit?
Right there.
Let me see. Yep, got it.
Dude, this was the craziest, literally the craziest thing that I've seen come out of a fish. And like, it was gnarly. So I think that's why it's so important, no matter where you get your fish from, to have a quarantine tank, because I have a feeling that those worms were inside of the fish, and because we treated with our medicine, it probably killed them, and by killing them, it created some type of wound inside of the arowana, and that's what made it pop. Because when I took them out, they're already dead.
There he is.
What's up?
Hey, my man.
All right.
No hugs today?
No hugs today.
Oh. Dude, did you see this?
You showed me.
How creepy is that?
It was on the side of the fish?
Yeah, on the back, like sticking out like a bump. So I'm thinking the medicine that we used killed it, and that created an infection because they were dead inside of the bump.
Yeah.
And then, boom.
Let me try pulling up the video for you guys so you guys can see it.
But that's why it's so important, right? People to have a quarantine tank at home, and no matter where you get fish from, just to double check and make sure that things like that work.
Well, I mean, short of you carrying it home right out of the store, right? If you know the store quarantined it and you're carrying it home yourself, then it's safer. But even if you're buying it from us and it's fully quarantined, things happen during the shipping, the stress, being tossed around in the box, and things can develop in the bag as well. So
there you go.
What?
John got the video up.
What is that?
That's the video of the arowana. Like we showed it after.
Oh, you did?
All right, let's
Yeah.
see. Can you still see it?
Yeah.
Can you guys hear it?
Yep. I don't know if I can hear it, but I can see it.
Yep.
So see it right there. Like right in the back there, that hole.
Yeah.
Let
So-
me pull up.
I always thought it was an injury, like a big blood clot, and I never looked twice at it. I figured it would go away on its own.
No, it was full of worms. But he didn't come in like that. He came out after we medicated for a week and a half.
You see, you have this thing for like picking things off fish. I've
Yes.
noticed that. You'll see fish lice and you'll want to pick it off.
Yes.
You saw those bumps on that pike and you want to pick it off.
Yes. It drives me nuts.
I can't wait until Ryan has pimples on his face. When are you gonna do
Dude,
that?
have you seen that show, Pimple Popper? Mm-hmm. Like, it's addicting.
Girls are obsessed with that. I don't
Yeah,
know.
Lisa
My
loves
girlfriend
it.
Loves it.
And they scream when he goes everywhere. Rob Erico. Is he like giving us money every week?
Rob Erico, we got another donation.
Yeah.
Yep.
Rob, thank you, brother.
Appreciate it. Rod asked me a question about what the hobby means to me. Well, I served 13 years in the Army, and I have PTSD. Being in this hobby takes my mind off stuff and clears it also brings me up when I'm feeling down. Keeps me busy. Man, that's very true. I think a lot of people in the hobby go through something, right?
Stressful in their lives.
Whether it is like me with stress, work and stress, I always had fish tanks, and he helped me calm down and helped me enjoy them swimming. Something about fish swimming that,
Yeah, it's the fish. It's the noise of the water splashing or the air bubbles Even when I used to keep fish at home too, when I would sleep in a hotel without that sound, I couldn't fall asleep anymore. It's there's a soothing sound to it, and I'm glad that fish can help people like relax and calm down.
Rob, thank you for the donation. Salute to you, my friend. Salute, bro.
Salute.
Thank you for serving the country. And it's a funny story. I never said this before. Before I met Lisa, I was trying to join the Marines, right? Mm-hmm. And I shaved my head. I had lost a restaurant that we opened in 2008. Economy went to crap. So I shaved my head and I was ready to go. And I didn't pass the test for 1 point. Just 1 point. I was the first one out of the room, I remember. So then I was dating this girl at the time, and I went to Bahamas. And it was probably my first vacation in a long time. And then I came back and started working in a restaurant, met Lisa. And I'm like, I still wanted to go, but I wanted to do something for my family. Like I wanted to do a future and help take care of my parents too. So I decided to just open a moving company and work my ass off. And I'm here today. But if it wasn't Lisa actually went to Miami, went to Florida, not Miami, went to Florida to work in Florida for the winter because she's from South Jersey. And then she met me, and it was too good to be true, and never went back home.
Okay, I thought they rejected you for your tattoos or something.
Oh, yeah, forgot about that. Yeah, so the next one, I pass it, but the tattoo. So they said, go to because in 2008, remember, there was so many people joining the military that they were being very picky on who they want to let it in. And because of my arm tattoo, they said if I went to college for a semester, I would get a waiver. And I'm like, why am I going to pay to go to college? Just let me go now. I was ready to go. So I ended up not going. It's funny how things just happen. Yep. You have any crazy stories?
No, never.
Every time I put him on the spot.
No, we go through conversation. If something triggers a memory, then I'll let you guys know. Okay, fair enough?
Fair enough. All
right, let's see. What does Sean have to say? Right on.
I'm going to try pulling up this other video, too, because that was the short version of the video.
Of the arowana, right?
Yeah. But we have a longer version of it, I think. Yep, it's right here. Okay.
All right, so let's take a quick look at this video again, and then we're going to go ahead and go over all the messages.
So let me know if you guys can hear this.
All right. I just looking at it.
You know how important it is to quarantine?
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
Check out how important it is to quarantine fish, especially when you get it, no matter where you get it from. We had this baby arowana come from Colombia, right? And she had a little, you can see up here, a little bump right there sticking out. So I took some scissors. I thought it was a tumor, actually, too, when I saw it. So I took some scissors, and this is what came out. Check this out. A group of worms, like all in a ball. So I think maybe the reason why it blew up is because we're medicated. We probably killed it, and, some type of infection start growing from the dead worms. But right now, the goal here is to take this baby. It's going to be fighting it first, but see if there's anything else in there. So we're going to have to open his wound a little bit more.
Hey, look, there was nothing left.
So the medicine can really get in there. But I don't see anything. I think I cleaned up pretty good already. Yeah, there's nothing else in there. But look at the size of the pocket that these worms made. So what was going to happen is they're just going to keep eating the flesh of their water and end up getting bigger and bigger. And
I don't think they can hear. Somebody said, what's up with you?
Check, there's nothing else in there. We're just going to keep medicating him separate. And hopefully that wound will heal up, close up, and he can be good to go.
At least they got to see it, though.
Yeah, the audio was a little weird.
Did you see stuff like this before?
No, I know
I've
that
seen the fish lice.
Well, I know there's worms like in fish that we eat. That's why fish has to be cooked thoroughly. I've seen it. I forgot what type of fish, and you cut open the flesh, and you'll see like the little worms in there.
I've seen fish lice, anchor worms, the isopod, right? That's those crustaceous things on top of the Amara's tongue.
Okay. Yeah, the most experience I have is with the fish lice, the round ones, on the stingrays. Because when we get wild stingrays in, They're always on there. And it's the funniest thing, when I first started keeping stingrays and I saw that, you guys will, I'm so embarrassed to say it, but I thought it was like a little baby stingray. Because it was like round and it was on the stingray, and it's like, I'm like, but it can't, it's just stupid
when you
me.
first started?
Yeah, I see this round little thing with 2 beady eyes, and I was like, is that a baby stingray? And it was like crawling around the back of the ray. And then later on, I figured out it was fish lice.
Sue Ann said, Rod, I'm sorry for the loss of Tank. I remember when he came to the shop looking for a home and found it with you. Yes, Tank, he left us Sunday. I didn't want to be here, but we had to call. There's a thing here called Paws of Love, something like that, where they come here and they put the dog down. So I for those of you who know me, that was my last option. I didn't even want to think about it. I always promised myself I would never put any of my animals down because they're like my kids. But the problem with Tank was he wasn't getting better. Like, he would get better, and then he would have a big seizure. And every time he had a seizure, he hurt himself. So it was like selfish of me keeping him alive for my benefit. Everybody around me was already in that, Rod, look, you got to let it go. You got to let it go. And I'm like fighting against it. No. Every day, believe it or not, he was covered in crap because he didn't know that he would take a dump, and then he most likely had a seizure in the middle of the night, roll over that, and in the morning, Kevin gets here before me with the cleaning guy, and Tank would be covered in crap every day. So then I would have come here no matter what time I left, because sometimes I would stay here late just so I could keep him outside and walk around and clean his crap so he doesn't roll on it. Literally almost every day this winter, I gave him a bath outside. Right, we pulled the hose, hot water. I got smoke coming out from the dog. I'm bathing him because you will be covered in crap every day, and that's not a life that I want him to live. Besides that, the last shipment that we had that was my last one. Right, that I was like, I can't do it. I couldn't do it. Kevin and I were here late. You had just left. It was a China shipment that came in, and at 6 a.m. I went to give his medicine before I went home because I knew I wasn't going to be here for 12 o'clock. And as soon as I turned around with the medicine in the bowl, I saw his face, the beginning of a seizure. But he got so bad that he would jump up and fall back on his head. And Tank is big. You can't do anything. You can't hold him. So he would jump up, hit his head, move everywhere. He shoved his paws through the cage. Remember?
Yep.
And he started screaming, screaming, because the cage would get attached to his arms. So he's screaming because he doesn't know what's happening. And that's probably why the neighbor was calling the cops on us, or at least he's leaving. And the last thing that happened was, in that same night, he had a moment with the seizure that he bit the cage. And he bit it so hard that he pulled off his teeth. So after that, I was like, I can't do it, man. It's why am I making this dog suffer, And it was selfish for me, even though he was like my kid. He was only 2 years old. If I talk about him a lot, I probably end up crying. But I had to do it, And thank you to Kevin, everybody here that put up with it, because you never really had dogs.
No.
So to come here every day, your work environment, there's crap on the floor, the whole place stinks like.
You couldn't breathe.
He took big dumps.
He
was a big dog.
We could smell it when we first opened the door.
Yes.
And we already know what's back here.
Trust me, I knew coming to work, I already oh man, I got to give him a bath outside. And at one point, we're buying him ground beef, chicken hearts, and stuff, because we thought it was the food that was giving him seizures. It wasn't. It's just, I think something happened with Tank. The vet said that he was born with a messed up brain. I don't think, who knows? Who knows? I took him everywhere. The medicines weren't working. We tried different things, and it just, like I said, sometimes he would go a month without a seizure and didn't have a massive one, and then it just wasn't good for him. So we took we made that choice. I was the last one to accept it, but believe it or not, I think he knew, and he was wanting that because he never laid outside. And he literally, when the girl got here, or the vet got here, he was laying on the same spot where I posted pictures. And that's where he stayed. He didn't move. He just lay there very relaxed. And even Lisa said, I never seen Tanks relax like this. Like, he knew this was happening. So he's in a better place. But honestly, what made me feel better was as that pink liquid was going inside of him. That was crazy because I almost had a panic attack. Like, no, stop. But I knew that it was the best thing for him. But I came up to his ear and I said, let me know the address so I can see you again. And that brought me peace. He did. But it's weird coming here and not seeing him walk around. Like, 'cause Tank wasn't a normal dog anymore. He wasn't Tank anymore. He was just moving around and smelling food and peeing everywhere. Even the day we put him down, we came back inside and there's a whole pile.
He left one more pile before he left.
But he was definitely one of the best dogs. Like, everybody that met him, coming to the shop, super docile, very kind, and, with kids. Even Ryan. Ryan would come up with the little cart and bang him in the head and, hit him and headbutt him. Tank never did anything.
Yeah.
So, he's going to be missed by a lot of people, but he's definitely in a better place. And, I feel bad. I going through these moments, like, I was looking at pictures to post about him. My last 20, 30 videos of him having seizures, and that's what helped me make that decision because I kept seeing him suffer and suffer and suffer instead of me being, no, it's my dog, I'm gonna save him. It wasn't doable. I tried everything. Right? Sometimes I even regret bringing him back to life because if I had him let it go right there when he was already down, he would have suffered a lot less.
Yeah, he was living in fear a lot.
Yeah, sound, everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, it sucks. I can only imagine back in the day how, humans with the same problem or dogs, like, you can't live like that. So that must be like the worst thing in the world to not have control of his brain. Sometimes the seizures were weird too because some days he would act like he was drunk. Like, he would start and he would go up and down and like he would just, like, he's losing feeling on his paws. It was very, very weird. That mother pearl.
All right.
Let's talk about something else. Right?
Yeah. What do we got?
Let's talk about something happy. We need Tank's tees. Chicago Loso, yes. Big Tank with wings. Have you seen the show South Park? Yeah, I've seen it. Have you seen it?
It's a cartoon, right?
Yeah. It's a messed up cartoon.
All right. What do you guys want to talk about? Let's see.
All right. So, Brian Jennings, Tank T-shirts on the horizon. I would love to have Tank T-shirts on the horizon. I want to put a big picture of him. I have a picture of my other dog, too, that I can put in the office. But we have a lot of T-shirts. Fajai was a little upset because we didn't sell that many.
Oh, what? The shirts?
T-shirts, yes. But I told him it's also because when we put them up, we didn't have the right shipping rate, right? So you worked it out with UPS. They were able to. Still, it was the best that they could give us is $12 a package.
To the West Coast, from coast to coast, I think it's $12, okay. And then as we get closer, I think it comes down to like $8.
Okay.
But that's if you buy one shirt. If you buy two shirts, that's really kind of your sweet spot, or even three shirts, because it only goes up by like $2.
We were even talking before and saying like if they buy $100 in merch to do free shipping. That's one thing that we were discussing before. But, ideally it would be nice if we can get these shirts. We did pay a lot for them because of the quality of the shirts. We care about quality over quantity, to be honest. It's kind of like the fish. Mm-hmm. But we're making less money, which is okay. Yeah, as long as we can make a little bit. It's not going to help us build the tanks or the exhibit to the fullest, but it definitely will help with something. So if you guys want a T-shirt, I got a baby coming in, and we're going to have to buy more diapers, and I don't want to keep taking that from Fajai. Right. Daniel, $1.99. Thank you, buddy. What did Kevin do before fish? Oh!
There was no life before fish.
Oh, wait. No, there's something they used to do that they have no idea about, remember?
That
I still want to see it. I still want to see it.
That wasn't a profession. I think.
No, but you got paid to do it, so still.
No, those were side hustles.
He was a stripper.
It was a side hustle.
Fully naked or?
It depends how much they paid.
Paycheck. No, I'm just kidding. So what did you do as a side hustle before Stingrays?
I was a DJ.
Can you imagine this guy? DJ what?
DJ Quick. I know it's so hilarious, right? But that's what I was.
Do you still remember?
Oh yeah, of course.
So if we get like an older table, you can. Bro, we have to do it.
We got to do a set.
I
We
still
gotta
have
get
my
Kevin in the back.
turntables and everything. Yeah.
Let's set it up. Let's set it up.
Yo, when we open up the exhibit, we got to have a DJ night for
Yes.
Kevin DJ.
Yes.
DJ Kevin Quick.
Yeah. Actually, we could probably host an event. I can pull a lot of people.
Really?
A lot of the people that used to come to my parties. Yeah.
Damn. So you did it from when to when?
I think it was during college, all the way until like, geez, I don't remember. Obviously after college and like a few years after that, but it was a good like 5-year run, 6-year run.
And you had long hair.
No, I had normal hair.
What is normal hair? Like up to here?
No, like a fade cut and stuff like that.
Okay.
But yeah, I think they wanted a more serious answer though.
Well, look, should have intro of something with Kevin, so we can do his channel intro with his own music.
Yeah,
That would be pretty cool.
that would be pretty sick.
Yeah, too bad I don't have my record collection anymore. Because when I left New York and I went to LA, my crew was still here, still DJing. So I left, all the records with them.
Were you that type of DJ that was just quiet, or you would like be on the mic, put your hands up?
No, that I wasn't that kind of DJ. I was working the music, not
So actually,
not
really doing it.
Yes, the real deal.
I would be
Use
the guy
actual
screaming, "Put your
vinyls?
hands up!"
Yeah,
You really?
yeah. I had people that carried record crates for me, everything
That's wild. So that's something you don't
like
see
old
anymore.
school. Yeah, you don't see that.
Everybody uses the electronic DJ kits now.
Yeah, we had our van. We had our van boy, right? We had our like equipment. We would come out with the speakers and everything and set up. It was old school DJ production, like the real deal.
That's actually wild because there's these two girls in New York City. Actually, my buddy invited me to their event like a couple of weeks ago, a month ago, and it's these two girls, and they actually spin vinyls, like they do like what DJs used to do,
Yeah.
and they were super popular. They sold the entire place out, and it's like it's interesting because that used to be the norm, but now people don't really do that anymore. So if
Yeah.
you're spinning real vinyls, that's pretty impressive. That's pretty difficult to do.
I think I tried the digital once at a friend's place, and because I'm not experienced with it, it was very confusing for me.
There's a lot of things,
Yeah.
a lot of software.
Because when I stopped, that's when they were just fading out, or the beginning of the digital ones, and the CD players and all
That's
that.
sick. That's
It was
actually-
weird.
That's really cool.
Right? I would have never expected it.
It's wild.
Gabby's Blasters Bash. Hey guys, I bought a Comfa Flowerhorn for you. He's lovely, so aggressive, except to me. He loves me. That's good. That's good. And I wanted to thank you. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you so much. I would take that $4.99 and deposit on Fijai's account for him to DJ for us on the next podcast, so live.
We'll see.
You can do it very quick because of the name.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the whole point.
Well, I'm
I was
telling
I
you,
was
we
I
get-
was quick on the mix.
Hey, look at that.
Lights.
Daniel, $1.99. Thank you, Daniel. Put Kevin in a stingray pond with a DJ stand. You could move your name to like DJ Stingray.
Yeah, we should put him on a floaty in the monster tank.
You actually,
DJ.
you actually match DJ Stingray.
DJ Stinger.
DJ Stingray Samurai.
You gotta add the
That
samurai.
would be crazy.
Now the questions are kind of what kind of genre, OG genre music, hip hop, techno. I started, believe it or not, with freestyle, and from freestyle, I went to Euro and then Euro house, and I was mostly house music. My other DJ partners were more the hip hop reggae, and I did the techno for a little bit.
How much would you charge for like a night? Back then.
Back then, because we were young and just doing it for fun, I think we would charge anywhere from like 500 to like 800.
But
a
back
night.
then, that was good money, right?
Yeah, it was good money. It was good money. But after you give a little bit, for everybody that's helping you give a little bit here and there, it's really nothing. So it was more for the fun, hanging
Status.
out. Yeah.
And what about like what was the most people that you DJ at once?
At once, probably 2,000.
So like a whole monster fish bash.
Yeah, it was
good.
like
It's actually
a lot of the big places in the city we DJ'd. I mean, you're from New York, so I don't know if these clubs still exist because I've been out of it, but we DJ'd at Webster Hall. We DJ'd at Limelight. We DJ'd at Supper Club. We DJ'd at Palladium. We did all those big places.
That's crazy. I know.
The Octagon. We did all those places.
That's wild.
See, we can turn this whole thing around, stop the fish business, and open this.
I had enough equipment to
club,
turn this
club.
place into like a nightclub. I had all the intelligent lighting, the speakers, the amps, everything.
I forgot who actually did it, but we went to an Aquascello, like what was it, last year or something like that, and it was in somebody's facility. I forgot whose facility it was, but they had like these really cool tanks, everything. They had like an area up on the top for like the workers and stuff. But at night, like they had like tequila, this, like fill your own thing, and it was just all crazy lights, a giant monster tank in the back, and it was like party. Like they turned it into a whole party place.
Yeah.
With, like food in the side. I thought it was sick. It was so much fun.
I think
Everybody
we
had a
should
great
do
time.
that here. Like have a little bar in the area for after hours.
If
Like
we didn't
special-
have if
special-
we didn't have residential, we could.
But the main street in the front is not residential, so
The music will carry.
What happens in the fish club stays in the fish club.
yes. Kevin had hair. Yes. We're all born. Well, actually, no, not all of us are born bald, right? Some kids are born with hair.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, I remember when I saw Ryan's hair coming out, and I'm like, all that platinum hair. I'm like, oh, it's there, it's coming.
We actually got a couple questions on TikTok, so this is the first time we're live on TikTok for this. What's a good size tank for 2 spider, cowberry, peacock bass, and a clown knife?
I think a 75-gallon is good to
start.
start.
Depending on the size of the fish.
Because Calberries, I don't think get that big to begin with, like naturally.
No,
Right,
but
they're one of the smaller species.
the
I
clown
think.
can grow.
The clown can.
I
grow.
say for life, 150, 200.
Yeah.
Kevin, I think you need a nickname for Rod. Cabeza de carne. Meathead.
I mean, meathead. Scally Whiskey. XXL shirts coming soon. Yes, it's on the works already. We got not to legalize our one-on-one, but it's going to be the Arapaima going through New York. That one's on the works. And we have 3XL as well.
Nice.
Yes.
So we have small through XL as well.
Hats and posters. Just like this poster over here that I know a lot of people are going to take it because it's so cool. We got some of these posters too. It just doesn't say happy birthday, Fejai. This is for your office, bro.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay. Which one's my office?
Can you imagine like we walk in somebody's house and that poster's on their wall? That's crazy.
That'd be insane. That'd be so fun.
When's the next shipment coming? Tank Barnes, what's up, buddy? Sunday? I have one.
This weekend.
And
This
then
weekend. Next
Thursday
week.
we have a massive one, right? Are you scared?
I am. If we didn't have the one this weekend, I'd be a little bit more comfortable. But I think we might have to do a sale.
Yeah.
Maybe. Got to make some tank space.
Ooh.
James, what fish in the hobby is there that you still haven't had yet, but you both still really want? That's an interesting question.
Fejai, I think he likes the yellow
That-
garsh.
Yeah, I mean that's the question. What for us, we're in the business, so we actually have access to a lot. So I would think anything that we've really ever wanted, we've probably at some point had it. You know.
Yeah.
Besides Asian arowanas, I
Yeah.
would like to get those.
But other
Legalize arowana.
Yeah, that shirt is awesome.
I really wish we could have taken that the giant albino stingray.
it would have been nice, but I like I said, I don't think it would have made the trip.
Yes. It was already having a hard time. But hopefully more will come and we'll have the exhibit ready. We can bring it in.
Yeah, when we're ready, all in good time.
Somebody said get an Arowana Grande t-shirt. Get it?
Arowana. That's actually a great idea.
European whales. Those are banned, right?
Yeah,
You think they're going to be banned forever or?
I don't know what the reason is why they're banned. Oops. But maybe invasive species reason. If that's the case, then we won't be able to get it here.
Yeah. Those are pretty cool. How is Sheila doing, Sue-Ann? How is Sheila doing? Haven't seen her for a while. She's doing great. She's under 3,000. We don't do a lot of filming on that tank just because of the back. It's open, so we have to re-glue it. Now it's getting warmer. We could probably do that soon. And then ideally, now that we're power is coming in, we're going to go ahead and start working on this side of the building. But I think we're going to start with the store, right? Ideally, that's what we need to do.
I'm not sure yet. But something's going to get done.
Store should be, because the store should be before the exhibit, no? So many people have been waiting for us to open.
Yeah.
We can
maybe
both.
we'll do the store on a smaller scale first, like not full blown, so that we can start getting the retail, and then I would like to focus on the exhibit. Yeah, that's actually where I want to focus first, but we can set up something for retail.
Are there any monster fish that are compatible to koi fish? Sturgeons and paddlefish. And as far as monster fish, they can go in with kois. Can you get smaller tiger severums? It took us a while to even get those, right? That's all they had.
Yeah, it's been a while since we had smaller ones.
Why? You think Asians taking them all?
I don't know what the reason is, honestly.
We need more videos of Kevin Stingrays. Carp team 9,300. So what's your saying to that?
I have nothing to say, man. Soon. It's just been really busy here. And there hasn't really been much activity. I mean, I gave you guys a couple of updates on what's here and what's going on, right? But in terms of breeding activity and all that, it's all kind of at a standstill because it takes time to condition the rays. And, we just went through the winter where the water was colder too. So now when things are starting to warm up, and now that we have the power, then I'll be able to keep the tanks properly heated year round, and maybe we'll get more activity. And then maybe I'll be able to show you.
I don't know, have more activity.
Austin Haynes on Facebook said, would I be able to order a black diamond stingray in Florida?
No.
Unless you have...
Yeah, you would have to get what's called a conditional species permit in Florida. You can apply. They may give it to you. They may not give it to you. So if you get that, you send us a copy, then yeah, no problem. We have no issues with sending you one.
There's a guy here that says something about Dave, the fish dude. I think arrow whales are banned because they could potentially establish themselves here if people release them.
Yeah, so invasive species.
Yeah. Yep. Wait, they could probably take cold weather then.
Yeah, exactly. And then just eat everything.
I can't say this, but something Van. Can you say that? Nuxwa?
I don't know how to pronounce that.
Nuxwa Van. Get a T-shirt with Kevin DJ scratching 2 stingrays on the turntable.
Oh, that looks pretty cool, yeah.
Which stingrays would you pick?
How about I'll make a hat like that with me in the middle and two black diamonds like this?
See? Thanks for the idea. Been watching you guys for years from the UK, Ryan Hudd. Looking forward to seeing the shop get bigger and better. And that's another thing, too. Like, there's a lot of expectation on us. So this shop has to be...
on point. So we can't do anything half-assed. So it'll take longer, but it'll be worth it.
It's going to have a big old stripper pole right on the middle. Alexander Wallen. Hello, Predatory Fins from Sweden. What do you think of Malawi cichlids? Do you know anything about cichlids?
I actually don't. I know there's a strong following of people that are really into like the wild cichlids from Africa.
Is that something?
Believe it or not, I've been talking to somebody these last couple of nights, but I just didn't want to tell you about it.
Yeah, he hides a lot from me.
No, because if I tell him, he's like, yeah, order it. Oh, you know what? Just add me to the Facebook group. I'll order it. And the next thing you know, next week we got 20 boxes coming, Kev. I'm like, no.
But yeah, Alexander, to reply to your answer to a question, we don't know much about African cichlids, to be honest with you. I never got into it, even when I was just a hobbyist. I never kept them. I'm sure we want to keep them here when we have more tanks set up. We're going to do angelfish, all types, discus, all type, right? And
Yeah.
African cichlid is another one that we want to get into. Goldfish is going to be another one we want to get into. It's just right now the tanks that we have back there are set up for the fish that we know about. So this way we can bring them in, make money on them because our bills are pretty high. Outdoor tank at the shop. I don't think we're going to be able to because the outdoor part of this building is going to turn into parking.
Yeah, it's not much space out there.
So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do it. But maybe in the next building because we're even discussing this option too. Like if this does well in the next few years, we might be willing to open another place somewhere else just for exhibit. So like all the exhibit, it's going to be like an aquarium for rare species.
Yeah. I mean, the way we're going to have it set up, it's going to be so nice that I don't think we really would need an outdoor setup.
And
Right.
kois would be nice, like different kois and,
Yeah.
you know, those giant monster fish outside would be cool.
Yeah, but that's if we had like a lot of land and stuff. But
We got to open an OnlyFans account. I keep telling you that a long time ago. We have plenty of rooms here. There's a mattress right behind John.
we can lease out the rooms. Okay.
Scally whiskey. Snakeheads are banned everywhere. Yes, unfortunately they are. For a good reason, because they do crawl land and they can, you know, kill a bunch of other species. When we went to, I think we were in Thailand, there was one, I kid you not, it was like from here to here, I think it was a barca, maybe not, but it was platinum, all white with black eyes. And I remember looking at Kevin, I'm like, man, I just want to put this on my suitcase. And he asked for the price. It was $200. I could not believe it. I'm like, dude, so that would be like a dream fish to have because you're never going to see it again.
Yes, I think we still have like 6 or 7 pieces left. They're about like what 6 inches, the gulpers,
Yeah.
5, 6. Yeah.
Love from Florida. I can't even say the name. JNJS Way and the gang. Love from Florida. When did Rod? Everybody calls me Rob, bro. But okay, Rob get his first arapaima. Right. I think I got mine right before I opened Predatory Fins.
I wouldn't know. I didn't know you back
Yeah,
then.
I didn't know you back then either.
Best meanest fish for 125 gallon.
Meanest
Best and meanest fish.
for 125 gallons.
Meanest.
I think the smallest species of wolffish, in my mind, piranhas, right?
Yeah.
We don't sell piranhas here. But in my opinion, the meanest of them all is the Aymara. Even today, Ryan was walking by the tank going like this, and the Aymaras that we have were flaring up. The whole face turns into like a lion. I'm like, bro, I need one of these monsters. Do you think Chinese hyphen banded sharks could live in my pond year round?
Of course.
He gets enough ice to walk on in the winter.
Well, they come from China, and it's a cold water fish, so I would think it can handle it. But I'm not 100% sure whether if the pond ice is over, whether it can handle it. But I would think, if I had to bet on it, I would think it can.
I think if the fish is big enough, strong enough, that has enough fat to outstand the winter, then you should be okay.
Yeah.
Have you, JP2295, have you guys been to South America to collect fish? You have not, right?
I have not. No.
I went to-
actually no. I was in Peru.
Without me?
You were supposed to go.
Why didn't I go?
You flaked.
It's got to be a reason.
I don't know. It was you and Ollie, your old partner.
Oh.
You flaked on us.
Yeah, I was probably afraid that they're going to take me there and take advantage of me or something, you know?
Yeah, that was my first trip there, and our China partner went, and you were supposed to come be our translator, and then we ended up going with Pedro.
Pedro from Aquascape?
Yeah.
But I did go to Brazil, and it was the craziest thing is every piece of wood in the water that you lift, you find a different pleco. Or like those driftwood catfish. Everywhere. And the stingrays, you can even see the stingrays, and you start shuffling your feet, and they start coming out of the sand. It's like the craziest thing in the world.
See, if like that, it would have been fun. But for me in Peru, it was kind of disappointing. We went out to try to fish, and everywhere we went, there was like no fish. And they said that the area was like so overfished, or like all the fish are going further and further deeper into the jungle away because of commercialization or the big boats and stuff.
Can you get permits for snakeheads?
No,
I don't think so.
no. I don't think I even seen zoos or aquarium holding
Well,
snakeheads.
maybe educational, I think you can, but other than that, you're not going to get it.
There's a question here about Peru sharks. Why can nobody get Peru sharks?
I wouldn't know. I would have to look into it.
Rod, have you seen Brian's video? Yeah, man, what? Just I want to use a curse word for that. You know, it sucks, bro. Like it really does. He's honestly
got so many
like
things going for him. After we came, and
no, but hold on. Before we even start,
yeah,
I have a feeling that he already knew when we were there, and he took all his time. Like he took a whole day to spend with us. He didn't even have to do that. You know, like when we made the video with him it was in the middle of the night. So he is a really nice guy. It just sucks, man. It's always happened to the good people. I hope that I actually messaged him yesterday, you know, be strong, don't lose hope. And he said, no, I'm not. I'm going to fight to the end. And there's always hope. You never know. Miracles happen, you know. But it just makes you think of how fragile we are, you know.
It's so crazy, too. 'Cause I actually met him before he even came to the shop because I met him at Aquashellas before, like once or twice. And every single time we did, like, he was so open to just talking to us and being so happy. And, like, I distinctly remember this about him. It was a little bit like different, but whatever. He was just so nice that he would even just give you hugs, like when you would see him. He was just so happy to see you guys.
Yeah,
anybody, you know.
Yeah, he's a very happy person.
Just so, and his content crew is amazing too. And, like,
Remember when they were here?
2 hours afterwards, like 2 hours.
Wait, was John already filming them when they were here?
I don't think so.
Fish? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I was there.
Yeah, the whole, you know, it's like you knew them for the longest time, you know. And usually, like, good people are like that. When you click with them, it feels like you know them for many, many years.
Such a nice guy, seriously.
Yeah.
If you guys couldn't own a fish store, what career path would you have done?
I can't talk about it.
OnlyFans?
Well, I believe it or not, both of us used to play tennis.
He would probably have a YouTube channel doing his moving.
Yeah, well, the moving, I did some crazy stuff when it comes to moving, but I always wanted to be in sports. So I don't know. I don't see myself doing anything else though.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, I had a desk job. I worked at corporate, and I hated it.
I could never be a bodybuilder because I could never wear those little thongs. I'm being dead serious. Like I've thought about it, like, and I'm like, nope, that I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, it would have to be some sort of business that, you know, we're in business for ourselves. That's, I don't think I can work for anybody.
It'll be tough. I told my dad one time if I ever lose my business, I'll rob a bank. He wasn't too happy with that answer. But in reality, though, like, it's so crazy because you spend your whole life working, you know, for what? Right? Think about it. How many years you've been doing this day and night, day and night, day and night, day and night. And then what? And then tomorrow you got cancer or heart attack and you're dead. And then what? Did you enjoy your life? Did you do all the things you wanted to do? No?
No.
90% of us don't get to do what we want to do. You know? So that's why I was always like, I used to work so hard. I mean, still do, but less now. When I opened Predatory Fins, I was still running the moving company. And I went to move this lady. John, check this out. She was an older lady, millionaire, big mansion. And I went there to do an estimate, and we ended up sitting down. She got me a cup of coffee. We started talking. And I told her about the fish and all this stuff. She was very, like, interested in learning because it was a different business. And then she said, just like this, like, sweetie, look, I am 80, I think she was 80, she said, 80 years old. You see everything I have. I built all this working my whole life, my husband and I. When my husband passed, now I have all this and I have nobody to enjoy with. So don't waste your life chasing just dreams. You know, I'll enjoy it as you're chasing those dreams. It makes a big sense, dude. Like when we're old, what are you gonna do? When you and I are like, take this hanging and stuff, what are we gonna do? I'm dead serious.
Well, that's why you got to do something that you enjoy. So at least, if you're grinding a 9 to 5 in corporate America, then yeah, I fully see what she's saying. And I was actually talking to your brother Mike about this earlier, because I enjoy what I do. It's different.
Doesn't feel like
I'm
a
not
real
trying
job.
to get out of here at 5 o'clock to go do something else. Only problem is with what we do is we end up neglecting our families because our families aren't into it the way we are. Let's say like my girls, they're growing up, they want to do stuff. I know Kimberly wants to go away and this and that, and I don't have time because they're not into this like how I am.
Yeah.
So it's different.
It's tough, man. I wish we could just travel. To be honest, like take Lisa, the family.
That
and
that
just
brings
travel.
up something. The girls have spring break coming up next week, so I might have to take a week off.
Yeah.
You got like 40 boxes of fish coming. Enjoy.
I'll find another Fajai for the week.
I'm gonna be in Cali next month for a couple of days too.
There you go.
Scally Whiskey. Rod, what's your squat PR? You know what PR is? Puerto Rico.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Yeah. PR is a personal record, right? 405, I think. I was never a big fan of squatting for some reason.
Raw chicken legs.
Yeah. No, but my legs are actually pretty strong. Look, a leg press, I've done, and I have videos to prove. Done 10 plates on each side with no hands. Okay? I have video to prove that. But squats, I needed a spot. And the spot when you're squatting is not the best type of spot. As if you squat, you should know. So I never really tried to go too heavy on squats.
Getting all up in there.
Yeah. Doug Nash said, Long Island's a boating community. Get out on the water. See, I told you, bro. We should put bathing suits on and go make videos outside.
Be my guest. I'm not stopping you.
What about you?
I'll
You
film.
said you want to be more on the videos and...
I never said that. I'll film.
Wow.
There is actually a lot of cool stuff to do on Long Island. I think we'll talk about that.
Do you know how to swim?
No, I do not. So
You joking?
no, I think I told you this before.
Can I teach you?
No, it's okay.
We'll
Just
do
give me a life jacket. I'll be good.
We'll do it like damn it. What is that movie? Titanic. I'll hold you.
Yeah.
Kevin! Don't let go.
Really?
Rod.
They don't want to learn?
Yeah.
What if one day we flood and you have to swim out of here?
Well, there's plenty of foam boxes. Hang on to that. That's why I won't let you throw them out.
That's right. He wants to hold every single one of them. My dad doesn't know how to swim.
And he's from Brazil.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He was always afraid of like anything when he can't touch the ground. That's it. Look, OnlyFans suggestion: teaching Kevin how to swim. Money in the bank.
Okay.
We should do it on the mega tank when we have it ready.
Learning how to swim in front of my monster fish.
Yes, with my monster fish. Yes.
Sure.
That would be crazy.
Does Oi know how to swim?
I don't think so. I'm not sure.
Does the
I don't
girls
think
know how
so.
to swim?
Tiffany does. Because I sent her to swimming lessons.
How do you guys become friends? Oh shoot! I'll let Kevin reply to that one.
I don't even remember.
Didn't I owe you money?
Yeah. So he bought my friendship. It was like 20
I
grand.
said I owe you something. You want to just be my friend? Jordan says hi. By the way, Rod can be a trainer wearing Speedos. He's seen me at the gym. He's seen what I'm capable of. Oh my god!
Everybody wants to see you guys in thongs, it seems like.
I know it's so weird.
Well, you keep talking about it, so you're steering the conversation that way.
It's very popular in Brazil.
Or you're putting the thought in people's heads, so now they just want to see it. just for the fun of it.
Would you wear it?
No, would you?
For money, I would.
I wouldn't.
Come on, bro. Somebody gave you 10 grand and said you have to like swim on Speedo. You wouldn't do it?
No.
Because you know how to swim. Rod acclimate Kevin in the 3000. Yes, I'm gonna have to.
Drip acclimate, please. Don't shock me.
Oh my god. That's funny. What do you like the most about this hobby? Like this business hobby then?
I don't know. I think it's more of a challenge to keeping the fish healthy,
Alive.
and doing well. Then I get like a sense of accomplishment from it. That's why, like, when you see me feeding or doing, you see, I don't just do it and move on. I do it, and then I'm standing there looking at it, making sure.
Yeah.
And you know, even after I change the water, I stand there for a second and appreciate how clean and how good it looks.
That's very true. I think that's why we work well together, because I do respect that he's older and with more knowledge. You know, I don't come in here and be like, oh, you should do this way, do that way. But even him being older with more knowledge, he still asks questions. You know, a lot of times he just complains a lot, which is normal for older people to do that. But very kind.
I do it in a polite way.
Yeah. I don't know nothing about it, so if you want to talk about it, be my guest. So, guys, Fejai here, John over there, they had an idea about coming up with a membership. I know nothing about it, okay? So, what do you guys think about it? You know, you said you did some research, right? And you saw majority of channels charge, what, $4.99? And that includes what? You want to give them the rundown and see if they agree with it?
Yeah, sure. So we're thinking about starting a membership for the YouTube channel.
Is the mic right by you? Can I hear you? No.
Let me move it a little closer. Should be good. So we were thinking about starting a membership for the. Actually, we're going to start a membership for the YouTube channel. It's gonna be $4.99 a month. It's pretty much matching every other YouTuber. And for those of you guys that want to see a little bit more behind the scenes, we're gonna have exclusive videos that are on the YouTube channel that are sort of uncut and private videos that only you guys will be able to see. Along with that, we're going to have members-only questionnaires, so we're going to be able to interact with you guys. This way we can get your guys' thoughts on like some other videos and some other things that you guys want to see from us, like privately. So we're going to do something like that, as well as some other benefits. Those are only two. We're probably going to have like around 5 or 6 different benefits with the membership.
We did come up with another one where members could request for us to do like a live message, remember?
Yep.
Because we did have some people request, and I feel so bad. I had this woman reach out one time. I get so busy I forget stuff, but she said that her husband was a big fan, and it was his birthday, and to do a message, and it ended up not following through. Both her and I, and there was another one where they were getting married. That would have been pretty cool. And she asked me to do a message for their wedding, but I got the notification like after the wedding. When I saw the message, it was already passed.
Yeah.
So that would be something cool where we can, people here at the shop can give you messages. We're going to try to come up with a lot of perks to help you guys as well. But basically the idea of the membership is to help us build the exhibit faster. Yeah. Correct?
Correct.
Help build the exhibit, help connect with you guys more too. The content's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be more personalized to what you guys want, because we'll be in connect with you guys throughout the entire week. And then also that's another thing too. We're going to have a private live stream once a month, and we could game plan, all together as a member. And we could talk about what content we want to do, what content you guys want to see, because you guys are the paying members, and we'll be able to do something like that, get you guys exactly what you want to see.
There's also that one thing you said, like they get to have priority over the
comments
fish coming
too.
in, right?
Priority comments and priority fish on the website. So once we get new fish in, you guys will have a first look at what comes in, as opposed to the general public. We'll send you guys a list. I'll have a private Discord server and other ways to connect with you guys, and you guys will get priority.
Members that are doing the $50 part can get Fejai to DJ at their house.
Yes. And then we're going to have like a VIP sort of membership, which we're still working out the details, but it's going to be super intense. Like,
look,
comments. Yeah.
I think, sorry to cut you off, I think anybody that knows me knows I don't like to take from people. You know what I mean? I like to give more than take. So I don't want to do a membership where we're not going to be giving it back. Like even where we're discussing like, a lot of people said, set up a GoFund page for the big tank. I didn't want to do that because I wanted to give something in return, whether, all right, let's do this shirts and the shirts profit will go to that, or let's do stickers and the profit will go to that. I don't like to just take. Right. I'm not that type of person.
Exactly.
So we were coming up with ideas. If you guys have ideas, Fejai, you have any ideas? You're pretty quiet today, bro. Speak up.
No, I don't have.
This is not ideas. A swim lesson. This is.
Yeah, so we're actually going to start it up probably tomorrow. We're going to start the membership.
That quick?
Yeah, we're going to start the membership tomorrow.
So how can they sign up?
And they're going to be able to go on on our YouTube page, and they'll see something that says join at the top, and there'll be the 2 or 3 membership options, and it'll show the perks with each one. Yeah.
I got an idea too. What if the people that join, when we're doing the unboxing, you know how we still have to edit that video and post it up? Mm-hmm. They can be watching on the live.
Yeah.
So definitely. They'll be like watching as it happens.
Exactly. They get the good and the bad.
That's why we discuss him being here pretty much every day, so we can get things like that set up. Because believe it or not, this place is so big. It was going to take a lot for us to get it done. Yeah, but the sooner we get it done, the sooner we can start doing different things. So ideally, we want to have Fejai's channel up and running, Predatory Fins channel up and running. We have Predatory Fins in Brazil up and running. There's a lot that needs to be done, and we're limited in time and in personnel as well, because we're still closed. So it's not like we have all the money in the world to pay people to start doing different things. But if we take too long, you guys are not going to be able to enjoy us because we're going to retire.
Yeah. Well, I'll retire before all of you.
No, I'm going with you. I ain't staying here. Fejai retire, guys, I'm out. Sorry. So we need to get this done before Fejai retires.
And that's a good idea, too. James said member giveaway raffle once a month, for sure. We could probably raffle off T-shirts, right? Whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. Merch.
We're going to come up. Any ideas you guys have, feel free to email us. But we're going to come up with more perks to different parts. Like one of them is any member that sign up will get a ticket to come to the exhibit when we're ready. You know, we can't promise when that's going to be ready, but you get a ticket or a tour. Even if the exhibit is not ready, we'll give you a tour of the shop as well. Mm-hmm. So definitely going to have different perks to obviously you helping us out or want to help you out as well.
Definitely. Whatever you guys want to see is going to be for you guys. So, you let us know what you guys want to see, and we'll do it. Make it happen.
Bionic Benny, what's up, brother? Rod gave the chance to talk Animal Con. Yes, I did. Remember when we did the certificate, the Predatory Fin certificate years ago? Years ago, they bought a T-shirt. You get a certificate with it. So he was one of them that got it. He sent me a picture. I have a picture of him actually wearing it. I posted it. And we're at Animal Con, and here comes rolling in a wheelchair. Okay. Hey, what's up, Rod? But I didn't recognize him. And he goes, wait, let me try to stand up, because last time you saw me, I had 2 legs. I'm like, this. He was trying to make me laugh, you know. Very nice guy. He had into a crazy, horrible car accident. Thank God he's alive. But what I like about him, and if you guys want to support his channel, he's got a YouTube channel as well. It's called Bionic Benny. He's still happy. He's still pushing. You know, he's not like, oh man, I lost my leg. My life sucks. Like he's probably even happier than before. So when we were doing the talk on Animal Con, I brought him up on the stage, and I talked to Brian. Brian said totally, and brought him up on the stage for him to tell his story, because make people think about it. A lot of times they complain about the dumbest stuff. In reality, it's nothing compared to what he went through. So he did pretty good. You want to ask a couple more questions? I have the boxing class soon.
So we'll take a couple more questions here, and then we'll start wrapping it up.
So I got 7:30, so I got 30 minutes, so I'm good. Okay, cool. What about you, Fejai? What do you got to do today?
Let's go home and relax. Get ready for tomorrow, another day. Actually, I'm still doing water changes right now.
On feeding fish salmon, is it too fatty?
I never did.
I think it's too fatty, and I don't think it's worth
the water, right?
Spending the money on that. You'll get an oil slick on the top of the tank, and that oil slick will just block oxygen transfer. So in many ways, it's bad. I mean, it might make you feel good that you're spending more money to feed your fish, but it's actually, I think it causes more problems than good.
John, also the member things, right? The idea is, you even said you want to show day by day predatory fins, like behind the scenes.
Yeah.
You know, even when him and I argue, like everything's gonna be
Like everything
on camera,
super transparent, like behind the scenes.
If you want to see how much we fight, that's going to be the platinum membership. That's not $4.99.
it's like the what is that show called, the Choppers, with the dad and the son. You know what I'm talking about, American Choppers?
I've heard of it. I don't think I've ever watched it before.
You're probably too young for that. You remember, right?
No, I never watched that.
I think Kevin's too young.
No, it was a dad. They did like a bike shop, and it was a dad and the son, and all they did was argue all day.
Yeah.
And they would throw stuff at each other. It was crazy.
That's so funny. But yeah, like we said, the membership is going to be super tailored to you guys. Like the members are going to have a say in what they want to see and what they want to hear. And
Well, it's got to make sense for us.
Yeah,
It will. It'll make sense, but
I'm not gonna be a
explicit
puppet.
content.
of course,
Right.
you're not going to dance around in thongs not for $4.99 at least.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, we'll make it worth your while for sure.
Yes, Orange Country Choppers. Yes. See, a lot of people remember the show.
How many phantoms do you have now? I can't remember how many you rescued.
We have 3. 3 that we're keeping. Gabe Lawrence said, "I'll pay anything for those thongs."
Okay, I'll send you the thongs. No problem. You said he'll pay for it.
So we'll drop our Venmo down below.
How's Big Papa Puffer doing? It was Big Mama, I think. She was a female. She did great. Unfortunately, she passed away. So what happened was, these puffers, they don't live past 15 years old. And remember, Jerry said that she was already 15 when we got her.
Yeah.
She wasn't eating, skin and bones. We brought her here, medicated her. She started eating. Her eyes got better. You know, we're even trying to find someone that could take her, because we don't have a big saltwater tank set up. So nobody showed forward. I tried to see if we could get new tanks set up, but we didn't have enough power. So she was doing fine in that tank, but out of nowhere, she had a big lump that developed, like, what's it, overnight, right?
Like an air pocket.
Yeah, like an air pocket. And we tried to remove the air, but there was no air. So in my opinion, it was like a tumor type of thing, because we would take the needle, syringe, try it, no air come out. Just, it was like a fat. And she started going to this position. She would still be eating, even upside down like this, and maybe a week or 2 weeks later, she ended up passing, which just sucks, because we got her up to the point where she was eating, she was healthy, she was killing.
She was moving in the right direction.
Yeah.
In recovery.
But do you think it had to do with her age? Because I really don't think we did anything wrong.
I don't know. I mean, it could be like how I was saying last week about my stingray. If she was taking in air and then it got stuck, and then now she's inverted upside down and she can't get it out. I don't know.
But many times I even try, like, moving the air pocket forward, and she would blow up, right? And then look normal, because now she's all round. But then every time she deflated, that air pocket would still be there.
So maybe it's something with the puffing, because it's a puffer, right? So well, actually, when they puff up, do they take in air or water to puff up?
I think it's water.
Is it water? Oh, okay. So maybe she's not getting it all out. Something's wrong with that mechanism.
Maybe a gland got distorted
just
somehow.
Something wrong internally.
So unfortunately, she passed. But it made me happy to know that we gave her a couple more months, because in that tank where she was just going to die, right? She wasn't even eating. Yeah. So it just sucks that, like, I hate losing animals, whether it's a fish or whatever. I hate it. So it did bother us for a while, but it made me feel happy that we did give her a couple more months of life. You did your best. You guys always do. David H. Thanks, man. It's just weird. Some things it's hard to understand, you know. And when you're dealing with very old fish, it's tough. It's like us, you know. We're very old. We can't handle many things. Kevin needs to embrace the power of marketing himself on video.
Meaning?
You need to look good.
That's not what
He got a new hat.
Marketing.
He got a new hat.
What did he say? Where is it?
power of marketing is you wearing our
Alright.
merch and promoting it, you know, getting more stingray biology in there.
All right, so give us some tips, and let's see.
What kind of tip you looking for?
I don't know. Well, if he wants to give us marketing tips, I'm down.
All right. I could Bill 123. I could imagine Rod and Fejai sumo wrestling while working.
Again with the thongs, bro.
Dude, it's see, it don't matter if it's Brazilian thong or Chinese thong. It's still happening. Maybe can we?
He just said wrestling, right? He didn't say anything like mud wrestling.
No, he said sumo wrestling.
Sumo wrestling. Okay.
Can we do it like when we reach 1 million subscribers? Can you get
Didn't
those?
one
What do you
time-
call those
Those
things?
suits, right? Those big sumo wrestling suits.
Oh, like the big inflatable ones?
Maybe.
I think they're just sumo inflatable suits. Like they're just from like Party City or something.
Can we do it when we get 1 million
Nah,
subscribers?
We should throw them in a tank.
Yeah, we
Yeah, that'd
empty
be
one of those
impossible.
tanks.
We'll be
Biggest
floating
thing.
around.
We empty one of those tanks and we sumo wrestling.
Yeah.
Guys, 1 million subscribers, and I will do it with Fejai. Even if he doesn't know it's happening, we'll make it happen. Who's John? John's Mike's brother, Mike Zanaqua. He's here once in a while, or often with us here because we're trying to get the podcast going. That's his brother, and he's been helping us out. John, you're also a musician, right?
Yep.
So, see, we can have a whole band here, bro.
We could.
DJ, guitar. I'll be like, I can't be your hero, baby. Actually, I wanted to sing this year. that was a video idea that we had. I was gonna put a fake wig and a dress and come and singing through the doors when you're doing water change, just to see if you were gonna leave or stay.
This was like one of the first few times I met Rod. Like we just met each other for like what, a month or two or something.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, you're a musician." Like I got this crazy idea. Like, so I was singing this when I was a kid, and he goes, "I can be your hero, baby." He's like, "If you play guitar, you get a whole band together." He's like, "Let's do a video."
I think that's what he would have been if we weren't doing this. A struggling singer. Or
Yeah,
An
maybe.
aspiring musician. Oh man.
Gabe Lawrence, Rob, beautiful. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Hey, member content. Get the
Dude,
membership.
all right. If we when we do the members, I'll do that video. I'll put a blonde wig. I'll come through the door and I'll sing that song for you, bro.
Okay, sounds good.
Right?
Okay.
You're gonna have to wear the wig too. Everybody in that band is gonna have to wear and be dressed as a woman. Deal. Let's do it.
All right, for 1,000 members, our 1,000 member goal will be we'll dress up like women and sing the song.
Dude, I'm down, bro. I'll do it for you.
All right. I'll be ready.
It's so funny.
What's the good tank size for Sabrina pike?
How big do they get? I don't think they get that big, right?
13, 14 inches max.
Yeah, so even a 50-gallon I think is okay if it's just the one fish.
Right, but if you're really, 100, 150.
If the fish only gets to like 13 inches max.
Because nobody's just putting one fish in a tank. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
When's the next shipment video? We have one Sunday coming in, and we have another shipment coming in on Thursday, right? Is that already confirmed?
Not yet. Not yet.
Oh, show me a video of those red fish, bro, real quick, so they can see we can get out of here.
What redfish? Those big ones?
Yeah.
No,
Come on, just one, bro.
no.
Show them something.
No, I'm not going to show that.
Nothing.
They'll see that fish when it comes in.
Members content.
Members content, guys. There's some crazy stuff. If it was on my phone, I would have showed you, but it's on Fejai's phone, so I don't have control of that. There's some really cool stuff coming in on this Asian shipment. Correct?
Yeah.
How many boxes so far?
I lost count. That's why I'm scared. Every time I talk to them, yeah, let's add this, let's add that, and it's out of control.
You trying to find something to show them?
Yeah. Nothing worth showing. Don't worry, they'll see it in the unboxing videos.
Oh, this is a good message right here. Gavin Devlin, thanks for all the hard work you guys put in your videos. I have learned so much from you. I cannot wait for more Stingray videos from Kevin's channel. You see that, bro? You were letting people down.
You keep me so busy, I don't have time.
No.
Yeah.
John, do I keep him busy?
Yes.
How?
No.
No.
What was I supposed to answer?
He keeps himself busy.
I think you guys are both busy. You guys are both. You have like two ends of the spectrum. You know, like you guys are both like you're busy with your own thing
I think if we're a restaurant,
together.
I'll be the front of the house. You'll be the back of the house. Like we need each other to maintain the restaurant going.
Definitely.
But he also jumps on the front of the house, and I also jump in the back of the house, so it becomes a big old mess. All right, time to go.
Yeah.
I'm about to go get my ass kicked next door. So, guys, I appreciate you watching. We're going to let you know what we're going to come up with the members' content. And we have a lot of stuff coming up. Whether it's, oh, that's a nice fish. Wait, that's coming too?
No, I didn't order it because you ordered it already from the other one, but I'm sure this would have been cheaper.
You should find out the price.
I'm not adding more.
No, just find out the price. And then, like John was saying, you know, we can, the members can get live of the unboxing videos, so you have the first view, everything coming in. We're gonna do content of like everyday stuff where, you know, we're killing each other here every day. You can hear him, oi, 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 all day long. You know, you can hear my wife yelling at me and nagging all day. So it's gonna be awesome. I think it's totally worth $4.99.
For me to give away my secrets, for $4.99, it's following Rod all day. You want to follow me all day? It's the next level up.
Holy crap! So I'm the cheap one. All right. So what? You'd be willing to give out secrets?
No, they.
So you're paying for fake.
No.
So do the $4.99.
They're gonna have to watch and learn. I'm not gonna be like explaining. Oh, this is what I'm doing.
They have to pay attention.
They have to pay attention.
All right. Well, if you guys appreciate everything you do, we'd love to have you on all these lives. And thank you for the support, because if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here, or Fejai and I wouldn't be together holding hands on this black table.
Yeah.
But we do it basically because we like, and we also, it's entertaining to be able to communicate with you guys and see that everything that we're doing is working and making a difference in people's lives. Right?
Yeah, this is where we get the feedback from you guys, and the appreciation, and it kind of fuels us to go more and harder on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, but I just thought about something. Usually Chinese prices are cheaper. So if I'm $4.99, you cutting me in half, it should be around $2.99 or less.
But I was born in the U.S.
Okay,
so
that's why. That's why.
So I'm not.
Guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next live next Thursday. Bro, it feels like Thursdays go by really fast.
It's like already Thursday once I see John walk through that door.
It's like, oh, crap, go do that for an hour. But we do enjoy it. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here smiling, you know, every Thursday of the week coming here for these lives. We wish maybe we can start getting people to come here and join the lives, right? That could be a members. See? Sure. It's always full of good ideas. You haven't given us one idea in this whole goddamn live.
One idea.
Not one. Give one right now before we can go.
I just said it.
You said nothing.
The higher membership gets to follow me.
That's not an idea.
Yeah, sure it is.
Come on, come up with something. I see he doesn't like to be on the spot. Come up with something that these members are going to get and enjoy.
I'll let them know next week.
Fejai. Come on, Fejai. Don't.
I'll let them know next week.
Why is he like that? You see what I have to deal with every day?
I'm not the spur of the moment type of guy. I like to think things through. If I say something, then I'll do it. But I'm not gonna just say it and then renege on it. All right. So I think people can appreciate that.
This is what I deal with half a day. This is what Oi deals with all day long. So we do need that membership to help us get out of here. All right. Look, overall, though, you're a good partner. You really are.
Thank you. Thank you. You too.
I mean, we have our problems. We have our solutions, right? But I think in reality, I'm the go-getter. Fejai, it's like I'm the horse and Fejai is the guy, right? Wait, what
Yeah,
the? No,
exactly,
no.
That's exactly
I'm
what
done
it
with
is.
This ended badly. I'm out.